House of Warlords. Destination reached. Let's take a look to make sure everything's peachy.
Give me a P. Give me a D.
D.
You forgot about the B.
P. Die is based. Got it.
Based P. Die woman. I'm blaming young stunners for that one.
First, Mel, welcome Sheriff 10X. Me casa your casa.
Hold still, gents. This is your alibi for why you can't work tomorrow.
Yeah ho ho! What's up, everyone? Base PDI to $1. Let's fucking go. All right. Hope you guys are having a good start to the week. I don't know if you've looked at the charts, but ETH might be getting out of the hotel cup chair. Huh? I don't know. We'll see. All right. Let's pull up the crew. We got some good gentlemen here today. First up in the video, first up on screen, Sheriff Ted. How you doing, buddy?
Good evening, sir. I'm here to do some checking out, see what's going on in the neck of the woods here.
Percy HU. All right, here we go.
Cowboy hat.
Yeah, that would have been appropriate. All right, that's okay. Next time. Next up, we got a gentleman that wasn't here last time, but he's here this time, Mr. Blockhead.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, how you doing, my friend?
It's got that genetic genome strain cooking in the background,
what's
man.
up,
I'm
Ted?
digging it.
Poshtenkos, you know.
Love it.
How you doing, Ted?
Pretty good, Blockhead. Good to see you, brother.
Yes, sir.
You ready to talk some pulse chains, some crypto, some ETH getting out of the cup chair?
Yeah, let's talk some news.
All right, hang on. Let me bring up lead singer of the BP Dying Kings.
Yeah! Go.
What's up, brother? How are you, sir?
I'm so good. I'm so good. How about you?
I'm not. I don't have any Baskin Robbins. You said there would be ice cream. There's no. I don't.
Oh yeah, I ended up getting just going for hand packed pints. I went in there. I said, "Give me the HPP." They didn't know what I was talking about. Yeah.
Is that
hand packed pints? And then I couldn't stop saying hand packed pints. So it got really awkward.
Let's make a token out of it.
Now you've carried it over into the stream, and we're gonna make a token out of it because let's coin everything.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
it.
All right,
that'd be great. HPP coin.
Last but not least, I got a special guest here. We got a return guest to the show, one of the TFC alumni, Mr. Tim. How are you doing, sir?
Excellent. Thanks for having me.
You were telling me that you were having a good day today, and I think I talked so much backstage that I didn't even hear it. How was your day? What did you do?
Talking
Tell
to me?
some good stuff. Yeah. Tell some good stuff.
Yes, I did have a very good day today. Did some work this morning and then hung out with some friends and some onboards for lunch. And then I visited with one of my co-founders after that, and we were discussing some things that are happening for the future. We have some shirts that we're getting printed up through the Pulse Chain store. And also, I've been contacted by somebody who is kind of new to crypto. They basically want to start a coin, and they want to follow the pattern that we've done to build our chart and build our success. They basically want to replicate our plan. So hopefully that comes to fruition. That would be a wonderful thing to bring onto the system, you know, if that comes to pass. So yeah, it's been a very, very good day. And now I'm here with you guys. I had a great time last time. I'm so glad to be back. That's awesome.
Appreciate you being here. I'm going to be a little bit less obnoxious. I can't quite remember, but I've been a little heavy with the DJ air horn recently, so I'm going to try and pull back every time I hear something good to not just wah. It's Monday. Let's just ease into it a little bit. I can always go crazy by Thursday.
Yeah. TFC.
All right, let's pull up TFC because it actually is doing quite a wild thing.
Yeah,
that I didn't even realize.
It's
Hey,
great.
Mo.
Yes.
Mo, real quick. I got a 6 o'clock flight in the morning, so I won't be too late tonight. I may bounce out a little early, just to let y'all know.
We will keep it, hopefully, an hour-ish.
I can hang.
Nice.
Okay. We'll see. All right. Appreciate you. All right. Let's pull up this chart because, everybody knows me. I throw up these charts on the crackhead time frame all the time, the 1 second time frame. And if you, when in doubt, zoom out, but also zoom out with the time frame, sometimes you see some pretty astonishing things. And here is one of them. That's the weekly chart.
Yeah.
There you go.
1, 2, 3,
Jeez.
5, 6
We're working on.
weekly candles.
Yeah.
Holy Jesus!
6 weekly candles.
What are you doing, man? Are you trying to set all-time records? I don't.
Pretty
You're
much.
trying to beat Hex for 7 in a row. Go for 8.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah. Imagine when this thing is doing 10, 20, 50K volume in a day, 100K volume in a day, right? This is not on that much volume either, right?
No.
And it's like I'm wondering if you were very patient. You let that candle through the third week back work its way out, work those people out, and then you got the believers getting back in, hopefully, and you even ate that candle on this current week, and see where that one goes by the end of the week. Wherever Deck Screener is judging that week, I'm guessing it starts today.
Well, my list of onboards, potential onboards, people that want to get in, has not been exhausted. So it's funny. One of the Pulse Police guys, they gave us a really good review, and somebody commented, this snide comment about, oh yeah, you do the review at the top, and I replied to that guy. I said, stores of value don't have a top.
Yeah.
No.
Well, boom.
Love it.
Well put.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Peace.
Hey, Goose in the chat apologizing he couldn't make it here tonight. We appreciate him. He will be here, I believe, on Thursday.
Oh, that was my phone. Sorry.
Okay. I'll throw mine just in case it was mine. He'll be here on Thursday, I believe. We're going to do a PTGC stream on Thursday. If you are free, Tim, you are more than welcome to join that one if you want to as well.
Will that be in the evening?
Yeah, we'll usually do 10 p.m. Eastern for our streams.
Okay.
But I'll throw the links out. So if you're free, come on by. But we'll be there on Thursday. But man, TFC, man, that's exciting. And
I mean, that looks like a onboarding after the dip. That looks like an onboarding candle to me.
And yeah, I mean,
how are you not on board with that?
See, if you look at the candle before that big wick, that was created by one person, and then the following candle that created that big wick was all euphoria that came from people online. Like that had nothing to do with people that I onboarded or anybody that I promoted the coin to. That was all just a response to basically a God candle. And I knew that it got overbought. I mean, we were talking amongst ourselves like, man, wouldn't it be great if we can do a 30X by the end of May? Because that would be an average of 10X a month. Well, by the end of May, we did almost 200X because of that euphoric candle. And I just knew it was overbought. I knew people were going to start selling it, that pump wasn't going to go forever. So, other people obviously picked up on that and started, picking up the slack as people were unloading it. I know one person contacted me and they're like, man, if your coin goes down to a certain point, I'm going to back up the truck. I'm just like, okay, bro.
The onboards are getting exhausted. Said nobody ever.
Said nobody ever.
All right. I got one last surprise for everyone. If you didn't know.
Oh.
Our alpha picking king is here today.
Uh-oh.
This guy is smashing it. I need to have like the Rocky music intro, you know, like something like that. I need some epic thing. I don't care if it gets me copyrighted. Let's fucking go. Here he is.
Too much alpha.
Let's freaking go. Welcome to another beautiful day in the Matrix. Man, I'm excited for this live stream. I just want to say I love TFC. Fuck all the haters. We're going to a fucking $1 billion. Let's fucking go. What's up, guys? How we doing?
I love it. Fucking love it.
Please meet you too, Chaos.
Oh, dude. Nah, bro, I'm a big fan. I love your project, dude. I fucking love it. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Like, I shilled your project and people are hating, dude. I trolled for so many hours. Oh my god.
Really?
Like, oh, dude. I was like saying like the craziest stuff on Twitter. I'm surprised I didn't get kicked off of Twitter. So yeah, like I said, bro. Hey, dude, it's awesome having a live stream. Sorry I didn't make the last one, but man, I'm really excited for this one, boys. So
Nice.
and also good to see the legendary TEDx, one of the big Ornal guys. Shout out to Tim, TFC founder, legend, OG Hexagon, one of my favorite Hexagons, even though a lot of them hate me. Shout out to the Mo, always getting these live streams together, doing the thing. Shout out to Blockhead. Hey, Blockhead, there's a big heart for you since that's your favorite little thing. Like every time I do a heart, I see Blockhead's face just lit up. He just loves it when I do these little hearts. And then Nathan.
Love you, buddy.
I'm not gay, but Nathan looks really good. But since he shaved the beard, he doesn't look that good. Grow the beard back. All right, I'm done. What's up? What's going on?
Chris,
Nathan,
you got to send me your
you
Twitter
know.
handle in a private chat.
I will do that right now.
Cool.
Let me get this live stream my ex, and then I'll send you a message. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Get it out there. Nathan's that guy that shaves without asking his wife as if it's okay. And she's like, why do you shave? This is terrible.
Oh, he's looking a little poofy.
Yeah,
on
when
top
it's
tonight.
so funny. They're like the first moments when, like, because I had that beard for years, and when it came off, it's just like the first moments looking at myself in the mirror, I'm like, you vulnerable man. And I walk outside and I'm like,
You walk outside and you're cold. Your neck's all cold.
it was so weird feeling everything. It's like the breeze was just, it would like swirl under my chin, and I was like, oh, hey.
you remind me of a young
Yeah,
Tom
Mo.
Cruise, like straight out of Top Gun, without the Scientology. That's what you remind me of.
How does he laugh? He's like,
yeah. You got like that Tom Cruise face, man. Just don't join the Scientology because I heard that's a scam. So that's actually a scam. Not half the time when you guys say shit's a scam, you're full of shit. But Scientology is a scam. So I definitely do agree with that.
what's the stuff they measure in your blood? Isn't it like a complete ripoff of Star Wars? Don't they call them midichlorians that they're measuring?
Yeah,
with their little
something
device?
about Jedis and shit. I have no idea.
Mine's off chart. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
It
It's
ends
just-
with a feminine of some type.
You know, the whole midichlorian thing just ruined the Force. You know, the Force is an energy field. It binds us and connects the galaxy together. Now all of a sudden it's some kind of freaking atomic structure in your blood. It's like, get out of here. Man, go back to the original Ben Kenobi version of the Force,
Dude,
man.
Tim looks like he's about to Palpatine someone's ass right now.
Yeah.
About to get that like Force lightning out of his hands and shit. I don't watch many movies, but I did watch a little bit of Star Wars. So,
Oh, God. So, do you see the chart we pulled up before you were getting on the weekly?
yeah, here's the thing about TFC. I will say, when it comes to TA, those charts are very difficult to plot because you have, if I recall, it was 90%, maybe more than 90% supply that's owned by a couple addresses that probably will not sell. And so when you have that and then you have that low liquidity pump, that's why you get that nice, beautiful hockey stick chart. So when it comes to this type of chart formation, entries are very difficult. So that's just one thing I just want to say. And it's got that hex feeling to a T. I absolutely love it. So, but it's its own unique thing. I just want to make that clear.
Yeah. I mean, we've been saying over and over, our strategy for taking a profit is through providing liquidity pools because we want to have the best chart, but we want to make money at the same time. So it's like, that's how you do it. You don't dump on people's heads because then nobody wants to buy it.
Right. And just to add to that, I know everyone's all crazy about liquidity, which I do agree. You do need to have thick liquidity. So if you're like a bigger well and you want to cash out. But also when it comes to price performance, that low liquidity can really pump up a price chart very, very fast. So there's always this unique balance, because especially with meme coins, people are like, yeah, dude, 50% of the tokens are in liquidity. I'm like, yo, that's all fantastical and stuff, but it takes a lot of money to move that chart. You see what I'm saying? That's why I think TFC has the perfect combination. And I think you guys really did some good math behind this. You know, I'm an engineer, so I love doing math and numbers. I do a lot of nerd shit. And the way you guys set that up, it actually makes sense. So,
well, consider that the main founder of the coin he builds houses. So he deals with math also. So, and he has experience dealing with legacy markets. So you put that together with my almost 14 years of experience in crypto, and it just, it's just like nitro and glycerin coming together.
Absolutely. Now, one question I want to ask you guys. Excuse me. One question I want to ask you, Tim.
Yes.
What is the main goal of TFC? Are you talking number go up technology? Like what's your goal behind this project?
We just want to have the best chart ever. We want the number to go up as far as it can go. I mean, our main goal right now is to get to 10,000x. That would be 42 cents. And once we get there, we as a team will evaluate where we are in life, and that will determine where we go forward. But we already know once we get there, we're not going to just say, okay, let's go dump on everyone's head, because that's not part of the plan. But as far as where we go once we get to that place, we need to get there first, because no one's been there before. No one on our team has experienced that kind of gains before. So it's kind of the first rodeo for most of the people on the team. Like all of our whales, this is their first crypto. So it's really exciting. So in that sense, we're kind of learning as we go. But we just want the price chart to just keep going up and up and up.
Right. And excuse my negligence, but you got into Hex very early, correct?
Day one.
Day one. Okay. So you, right, like you say, you've been at this 15 years. So I'll make one comment. I was one of the first people on Pulse Chain to do the whole meme coin thing, the PRC20s and stuff. I got absolutely hated on. And that's why all the Hex skins hate me. But and I trolled them for about 2 years straight. I'm gonna be very honest. But when I heard a Hexkin was creating a project like this, I thought it was fucking dope. So you know what? I just wanted, since you're on here, I know a lot of Hexkins are saying this. We'll let bygones be bygones. We're cool. Since you guys are doing cool shit, I'm all about the movement. I just want to get that out of the way. But go ahead.
It's interesting. This coin was not my idea. It was the man who actually owns the Fitzgerald company. It was his idea. And I eventually went along with it to help him get going. And then things just kind of exploded from there. But to me, the success of this coin has more to do with therapy than making money, because just watching Hex just be like flat for years, that really sucks. And it sucks even more for all the people that I onboarded on the way up to the all-time high. Like they're in the toilet. And I feel for those people because they believed me. And I told them straight up, look, this is all speculative. This can all go to zero. And they all knew that getting in, but it didn't have to be the way that it is now. And so, I've been dealing with a lot of anger and a lot of just crap, and building this coin is a way of remedying all that emotion. And so it's like, the success of my coin is more therapeutic than financial for me personally. I mean, for the other people on our team, they haven't experienced mad gains before. So it's not the same thing for them as it is for me.
Right. And just to add on to that, the reason why I think, in my opinion, that you think this is therapeutic is because when you bring up a community with you and you have people fall into this chart, you actually lift everyone up. And when you do that, you get a loyal community, people that will ride or die with you. And and just a little background with me, my boy Goo God launched King. I locked hip and hip with him on King. We started shilling hardcore. We look for projects to LP with to generate volume on King. And as King continued to do really well, we've got a lot of people that believe in us. And also our boy Blockhead. He's got adamantium. Hopefully I said that right. And it's like the steal out of Wolverine X-Men. I never watched the movies, but long story short, he's doing the same process. Our boy Nathan, Mo, and Ted are doing that with base PDI. So I want to commend you on this mission. I just want to say I support you. I'm really excited. And I got one question. I got to put Blockhead on the spot, right? Blockhead, if TFC hits 42 cents, what are you going to do? Will you get a tattoo? Will you shave your head? Will you got to do something crazy.
All right, I'll shave my head.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
42 cents? I'll shave my head.
Are you bald?
Nah, bro.
Dude, stop the cap. Oh, shit. Yeah, you got to shave your head. All right. Okay. All right.
Just made the whole stream. I had
And
no
then-
idea that
42
Holy
cents,
shit.
and then the Mo will get a tattoo. That'll be sick. Ted, what are you going to do at 42 cents?
I'm going to kick back and thank each and every one of you in a way that I can't put into words.
Okay.
He's like, I'm going to go fish.
I can't.
I am going to fish.
Okay, that's fair.
You
All right.
caught me degening. Sorry, bro.
All right, hey, you know what, Ted, you're like the least fucked up out of everybody here. So I mean, I definitely do agree. You should definitely do that. All right, Nathan, you got to do something, man. I mean, come on. What are you gonna do when it hits 42 cents?
42 cents. I set my single side at 40 cents. That's what I do.
Oh my god, bro! No, you gotta do something. You gotta like shave your head, get like a Mike Tyson face tattoo. No. You gotta get a nose piercing, like one of those like.
Oh, you know what I'll do? No, I know what I'll do. I'll put my. I got my. I was down to 6 gauge on my earrings. I'll put those back in. How about that?
Okay, that's fair. That's
yeah,
fair.
whatever, bro.
And I'll buy an ostrich. There you
Wait. Sir, I've been following you long enough to know that would then make it 2 ostriches. Is that correct?
Yeah. Okay. So Pete, I went to, was it a penny or something? So long story short, I got in Pete at like sub 100K and it started going crazy. I told everybody I was going to buy an ostrich. And then when I tried to do it in my state, they blocked me, bro. They're like, no, you can't do this. I was like, what? Like they were actually going to call like the, who are the animal people? I don't know.
Animal control.
Yeah, animal control. They're going to call animal control on my ass. So I was just like, damn.
You should move to Arizona. They have something called the Chandler Ostrich Festival, or at least they used to. It's like they race ostriches and stuff through like on this part of the city and stuff. They used to do that. I don't know if they still do.
Okay.
Can you go there and like buy one?
I'll move to Arizona and buy an ostrich. There you go. That's what we'll do, baby. And then Goo God will sell all of his coins, and you go into Hex, and Goo God will be Hex Maxi if this thing hits 42 cents. Boom.
All right.
I love how he's not.
It's been written.
I love how he's not on live stream to defend himself. So I'm just gonna make all these accusations and stuff that he's gonna say, and then I'm gonna get an angry DM later. So it is what it is.
Bro, you signed me up for that,
bro.
Come on.
I'm not a Hex Maxi. I guess I gotta be one now.
Yo, fuck it. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, Tim, I got many questions
that was my
for you,
best
my man.
Anytime, man.
So we got like, TFC. Yeah, you are. You're going to be a Hex Maxi. Just kidding. It was a joke. I'm joking. But so
all of a sudden, like, boop, he shows up. He's like, the fuck I am.
Dude, when he shows up, he's gonna be raging. But so Tim, look, you got into Hex, you've been messing around with TFC, you've been dabbling around. Is there any other coins on Pulsing that you like that you think are cool or anything? Because we are a DGen live stream, so we get into everything. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say anything if you don't. If you just want to focus on TFC, I completely understand. I do not want to put you on the spot.
Are you talking to me or Ted?
Tim.
Oh,
you.
Well, let's see.
You can plead the fifth. That is a legitimate response.
We won't press you. We won't press you
on stream. I'm gonna plead the fifth.
I haven't looked into it yet, but I like the chart for the King coin.
Okay.
And I appreciate Blockhead pairing Adamantium with TFC. So I'd like to look into that a little bit more. So those are two that I feel confident with so far, even though I haven't actually done anything with them personally. Other than that,
So you're saying you don't have like a billion PDI just sitting off the side?
no, I never got into the whole PDI thing. I'm sorry. I just couldn't do it.
Just took a
Fair
shot
enough.
in the dark. You
Fair
never
enough.
know.
Fair enough. Listen,
I mean,
Tim, you're a lot smarter than us, and we're all retarded. So you
It's
just
like-
gotta remember that.
when that hysteria was going on, all I could think was we already have stable coins on Pulse Chain. We've got Coast, we have USDL, we have other coins that have been bridged over that are all stables. I didn't get why there was so much hysteria over PDI. I mean, I never publicly spoke against it, but I just didn't see what the hype was. I just didn't get it.
It's a lottery.
Decentralized.
Super send.
No admin key. Yeah, and a super send.
Super send.
It is just a lottery ticket. I mean, hey, it's probably the most interesting lottery ticket out there.
Yeah, I think it became the ultimate lottery ticket ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
it's a setup.
I mean, honestly, in the beginning, when there was hype and speculation, there was like a community forming around it, and the reason why that thing kept going was because Richard didn't say anything about it, and that's why that fire kind of just blew up. And then when he started addressing what's going on with PDI, that's when like the craziness happened. So, I mean, it was a fun narrative, and people have fun with the PRC20s, but it led to a pretty crazy time on Pulse Chain. I remember those 3 weeks, man. I could barely be on Twitter. Like that was the worst 3 weeks to ever be on X/Twitter ever. So,
and not to rub it in, but we launched TFC in the middle of all that as the exploitation was taking place. The price of Pulse went down to like 1, like 4 zeros and a 1. That's when we launched TFC, and we were our team was just buying shark positions for pennies on the dollar. It's just we were able to scoop up that 95% like fairly easy because our buys were actually printing red candles. If you look at our daily chart, there's a whole bunch of red candles for like the first 3 weeks, and those were all buys, not selling.
Going down
because the price of Pulse was just going down the toilet.
Bonding was just dragging you in. That's
in a way, it was kind of discouraging because we're looking at each other like, is this ever going to go anywhere? I mean, this is so counterintuitive. We're buying this coin and it's going down.
No, but it's funny though. That is a setup for a fucking super send. Because you're literally accumulating, and no one can tell that you're accumulating because they see
the blockchain is speaking to me, bro.
I'm not getting it. Hey, you guys are
bananas.
That's a super send setup. I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
It just
I didn't mean
it was just handed to us.
Nah, I mean, you guys took advantage of the proper timing. What's the old saying? Never let a good crisis go to waste. And I would define that as a Pulse Chain crisis because we've had many of those. We've also had probably the craziest stories and folklore. Like Pulse Chain is like the 12th dimension when it comes to anything crypto. So you guys took advantage of the situation. The chart looks beautiful. Now, the thing that I'm trying to get my head around when Pulse Chain starts going and like PLSX and all that starts going, and then you got something like TFC already pumping like crazy, man. Jeez, dude. It's going to be like the Pulse Chain ecosystem. Well, it's going to be like the Pulse Chain pumpamentals and a specific altcoin on Pulse Chain. And to wrap your head around that, that's like some what's that movie? Inception. You see what I'm saying? So
that's a trippy movie, man. Whoa.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's gonna get really trippy real quick once Pulse Chain starts going and you look at TFC.
Oh yeah,
that shit's scrambled eggs, man.
Dude, if Pulse did anything like an X, we got 3 billion Pulse in our liquidity pool. I mean, that can explode. Our liquidity can literally go through the roof.
Don't the Grays have like a Moon Boy calculator that can calculate that pair? Like, let's hold on.
I forget the name of I forget the URL. It's a short word like Yappy or something like that.
No, I got it. Just give me a couple minutes. I'll let's check this out, man. This is real numbers.
While he checks it out, you just totally fucked me up with the Inception thing because like you read about people having like acid flashbacks. I'm having like a college flashback to being so high in a theater watching Inception that I still don't know what the fuck happened in that movie, and it still fucks me up just thinking about it. Yes. No idea what happened in that movie.
Yeah, dude, smoking weed and watching those types of movies will fuck your head up. That is not a good idea.
I still haven't come out of the theater.
I do not don't do mushrooms and then watch Requiem for a Dream. That was my college experience. That was like sitting after a movie ends, just sitting in a room and you sit in a room in darkness, and we're all just like every 5 minutes you hear someone go, "Oh man."
Wait, what's that movie? What's that movie you just said?
Requiem for a
Dream is like the worst movie you're ever going to watch.
We thought it was a good idea. We're like, we heard this movie's good. Taking the mushrooms, everyone's sitting, chilling, and by the end of the movie,
you're going to do drugs, watching a movie about drugs going bad. That's what it is.
Is that
Dude, Richard Hart loves that movie. He's spoken very highly of it.
God.
Oh,
Bro,
God.
I remember watching
that does
it
not surprise me.
Like all these people were watching it. When the movie was over, everyone looked at each other and like tears are just streaming down everyone's faces. And you're like, what did I just watch? You're like, I don't know, but it was horrible. Like, oh my God.
See, when I was younger, the movie was The Wall. That was the movie to watch while you were wasted.
What was it called?
The Wall. Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Oh, The Wall.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%.
All right, I'm gonna Google
that
this.
Was
tonight.
back
That
when,
sounds cool.
You know, you were like,
and Beastie Boys were jamming.
Let's do stuff and have a good time. My generation's like, let's do stuff and like lose our minds and almost die. And you're like, this wasn't fun. Why did I do this for a decade?
Mo,
dude,
what?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to drop, guys.
Oh,
Tom Cruise. Why?
No, I'm going into a cage match. I'm literally going to have to drop dudes. Anyway, no. Can you put me front and center real quick?
Yeah. Hang on.
Can I take the spotlight from Chris? Hey guys.
Hey.
Nope.
You ready? Hang on. You ready?
Hey, guys.
I have something to say. I love you all. Wow, this is kind of weird. Just me being here. Hey, so I just want everybody to know. Ted posted peak is up 73%. That's awesome. How about them apples? Blockhead, I owe you a I was doing some ruminations on liquidity, and we have to do another discussion because I want to talk some ADMT liquidity play potential. And what's the other thing? Oh man. So everyone, just so you know, I've been a super geek for about a week and a half now on a Sonic protocol called the Loop Burn protocol. That thing is has massive potential. And it's
is that LPD or LPB?
LPP. No,
LBP.
LBP. Lima Bravo Papa.
Roger that.
That's right. So anyway, so I kind of got burned out on the idea of buy and burns, but when you have mechanics that automate a buy and burn, but also pair it with using liquidity fees and buybacks and like volume generation that's free for users to call every 15 minutes, you get a buy sell on the charts, and it's always a net positive buy. Holy shit. You're in for a recipe for success. This thing in 10 days has burned 12% of the supply. How about that?
Biggest sleeper on Sonic.
It does not stop. The 8-hour automation cycle does not stop. It's burning about 0.5% every 8 hours. It's crazy.
That is nuts.
So anyway, so I'm going to do a deep dive. I'm just letting you know, guys, I'm going to do a deep dive on that. Might get together with Chris on something to do that. Maybe I'll just stream direct from the Council LP, have Chris on as guest. We'll see how that goes. I've been talking to the team behind Loop Burn, and they're interested in coming on because I just think they've done some really cool stuff. They actually have a protocol on base that has some burn mechanisms in it.
Do you want to get with them and see if they want to do a dedicated stream next week?
I would love to do that. Yes.
Let's do it.
What's the other one name?
The one on base. Which one is that one? I mean, you don't have to stay on live. You can just message me if.
No, it's okay. It's called Fuego. Fuego.
I need to Google that. I like this team.
Check out the market cap it's held above launch price for 8 months. It's 8 months old.
FUAGO?
FUEGO. En fuego.
Fuego.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I'll talk to Shrey right now. Mis pantalones.
Like Guy Fieri. Fuego.
Está en fuego.
Yeah, Jesus.
Para ti. Can you say ti to a guy? Para tú. How about you? Para ustedes. We make it really formal. Mucho formalidades con mis capacidades en español. I'm gonna become a Spanish.
¿Dónde está el baño?
¿Dónde está el baño? Mis pantalones está muy gordo con mierda.
What's
What is
the
this
line
dude
in
all about? Chris, I know you dig Nathan now, man. He's like a regular Romeo, dude.
Hey, I know some Spanish. I speak American, but I know some Spanish.
I speak American.
Tu huevos, hey, tu huevos mucho poquito basura.
Mi barba está en la, ¿cómo se dice toilet en español?
I was like, what's the thing?
Baño. is baño also
the trash?
Is baño the room, or is it the actual noun for
baño is bathroom?
The toilet itself.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Where's the bathroom?
Basura.
No,
basura. That's not the toilet. You call the toilet the basura in Espanol?
No. That's basically what you meant.
What?
Don't. Yes.
Room.
Stop.
Okay, we're getting all the answers here.
We get it.
From the natives.
Hey,
so next
away.
week, hang on. Cállate, way. Hey, I do remember that. Hey, remember? Cállate, way? That's what they tell you when they want you to shut up.
That's what they tell you.
Oh, I don't remember that shit. So next week, do you want to? Next week, do you want to do the Sonic Burn? Do that Monday or Thursday. Set that up, and we'll do that.
Loop burn, yeah, on Sonic. Loop burn only on Sonic.
Burn.
Hey guys, it's super easy to bridge to Sonic. There's Shrey actually provided a bridge that rugged me the first time, so I found a different one. No, I'm joking. It's a really good. It's a trusted bridge. It took 3 seconds to bridge from ETH to Sonic, and then I got rugged. No, I'm just joking.
WTF.
But no, that let me get into the Infinity play and into Loop Burn, and it's been amazing to watch what's been. So anyway, that was supposed to be like a clippable segment that I could then send to the Loop Burn team. Make here, watch
what did I do?
Yeah, watch it evolve into the most rudimentary elementary Spanish ever. El Loop Burn protocol on solamente en Sonic.
We're only an American stream. We only speak American on this stream, so
yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
I'm just kidding.
All right, guys. I'm going to sign off. I'm glad, but I'm excited.
He just said he's glad to leave.
PTGC
like,
on Thursday. That's going to be a huge stream. Everybody, mark your calendars. Thursday, 10 p.m. PTGC and UFO. So what we're doing.
I'll be chiming in from the airport. I'll be just getting back. So you guys get a little airport action.
All right, sounds good.
Anyway, how do I make sure I leave this on so it does? How do I make sure? Can I leave studio and it'll still?
Yes. I will. Yes.
Yeah.
You can X out and it will still stay.
Okay, I am a pro at this. All right, guys. Ted, Mo, Tim, Blockhead, Chris. I'll see you guys later. I'll catch you on the floor. Catch you in the DMs and the chats.
See you, buddy.
See you, bud.
Guys, what's going on with the How chart? It's just up and stuck.
Which chart?
The
TA.
Warlord chat. Did you guys break it again? Well,
it's just.
I was gonna pull up the Ethereum chart because it's playing with our emotions again.
Blockhead's sporting a Wolverine tee, man. I'm digging it.
Oh yeah,
Blockhead is Wolverine. You just don't know it.
Let's see.
There we go. There we go.
Ethereum. This is the Ethereum chart. So we breached 2,700, and like every time, I'm gonna go back to the chair. So, still playing at those levels. Is it ever gonna get above 3,000, gentlemen?
Yeah.
It's not a rhetorical question. It's a legitimate question.
I said July or August.
He did say that. All right.
Well, we need a pivot on interest rates before everything goes risk on. I think the main thing that's messing everyone up is they look at the timing, but they don't look at the macro. Macro is all, there's a lot of craziness in the macro, but the big thing is low interest rates, more money printing. That's the big point.
Macro looks like it's stalling. Macro looks like it's purposely stalling everything.
Yeah. And so with the interest rates being so high, it's hard for these guys to go risk on because they're going to be in treasury. They're going to be using treasuries to earn yield. If you can earn 5% off $1 million, would you guys take that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
that's 50K. That's enough to live in a third world country.
There you go. You go live in a third world country and have $1 million in treasuries. But long story short, when that interest rates goes lower, they're going to be like, all right, we need to go risk on. And then that's when crypto comes in. So I think that's really messing people up.
Okay. All right. Now let's pull up the, what do you want to bring up? How?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Now, if you're talking about lore, this is going to be crazy on Pulse Chain. The slowest of cooks, but this thing will cook.
Yeah, it does have a 10% tax on it. So,
oh really?
Oh, yeah. So because there's like that 10% tax, when it comes to the ARB volume, when the Pulse Chain volume's low, you don't get too much ARBing on the pair. But once you see the volume start going up, that's when you're going to see on Pulse Chain in general, you'll see it go a lot through HOW. So, but I mean, just looking at that chart alone, you seeing how it's kind of slowly just doing those couple lines and then going up and accumulating. What that's telling you is a lot of people are holding, and that's the key to that type of chart.
Do you know what the total coin supply is for that?
Great question. Let's take a look.
I think it was 420 trillion, and then half of it got burnt.
Oh wow.
Let's see. Yeah, it's not saying on the Explorer.
Yeah, coins that have like really high quantities, like COM is like quadrillions, the supply. It's a great idea to serve as a reward token for Hex, but those big numbers don't fit in some people's heads very well.
Yeah.
It's like you can get like like a trillion of them for like 5 cents. It's like, it's kind of redundant.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think the argument on their side is that when you have a high supply, then people come in and say, can this thing go to like $1? That's the theory. Right. But what I notice is people compare it to the price of Bitcoin. So as long as as long as your supply is like a little bit higher than Bitcoin, they're going to be looking at it and say, like, let's say TFC is like $5. They're going to be like, can TFC get to the price of Bitcoin? See what I'm saying? So I do agree with you. So
now, is 20 trillion the original, or is that the new after they burned half? Because
I think it's 21 after the burn.
Okay.
Yeah, they burned half of it. So.
Oh, never mind. It's like asking Spanish. We're getting answers all over the place. 21, 23, 20, 50.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much. However, I would say it's a reflections token. And a printer. It's like a meme coin meets reflections meets printer. 2% Atropa yield, 2% PDI, 2% solid X. There is a 1% B PDI buy and burn and a 1% Pepe V2 buy and burn. Supporting those two small communities also. BP PDI being ours, this group's. So that's kind of one of the things that we've all done as a community. Is this coin got started as a way to benefit the coins that we have, as well as some of the most popular coins in the ecosystem. And there are still a lot of people who believe in PDI and love the narrative. And if it even gets close to it, a lot of people are going to make a lot of fucking money. So
check out that Pepe V2. I think it got switched up.
Did it?
Yeah, so they got into the settings and they changed it from Pepe V2, and I think it's buying some coins on Pulse Chain.
All right. Well, do we know which ones? Do we know what it's doing, or yet to be determined?
I think it's doing partial buybacks on how.
Oh, okay. They're buying ORD and then how also. Okay.
Update that logo too, because we got some heat over there in the House of Warlord chat.
The old G-rated logo.
You guys know if you can edit the information that you submitted to Deck Screener about your coins?
Yes.
But it has to be from the.
I may need to get. I may need to get with one of you guys privately on how to do that, because I was trying to do that with TFC recently, and I just couldn't find anywhere in Deck Screener where it would allow me to edit anything. I couldn't find an edit button anywhere.
Log in right here.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm
It
pretty
has
sure
to be from the wallet that you made the original update from.
Yeah.
Or
the wallet that paid Deck Screener for the access. Yeah.
Okay. And then once you hit this and then it connects, you should get to a screen.
Okay, because the last time I was signed in, I didn't see that menu where you had to log on your wallet. So the next time I'm in there and I'm playing around with it, I'll look for that.
It should be that. I did it a while ago for mine, and I remember running into that issue. And it was just once you find out how to sign in, I'm pretty sure it just automatically pulls it up.
Yeah,
it's right. It's right here. So sign in, and then right here where it says Anon, it would have your wallet. You just click on that, and then it's like that's your profile for that page.
Okay, yeah, I knew it had
pull up your Perfect.
Yeah, you don't have to pay extra to you don't have to pay another submission. You already paid it once, so as long as you're the original owner, you shouldn't have to pay again.
Okay, cool.
Let's bring up your chart again, because that's the best chart we've seen all day.
Yeah, I love the TFC chart. I just love staring at it at night right before I go to bed.
It's like, why can't every chart look like this?
My goal is
hands above the covers. Hands above the covers or below the covers?
Oh, above the covers, man. Actually, no, below the covers. Fuck it. We're going below this tonight. Just for you, Mo.
Wow. It's Riot Pride Month.
Well, you could just print the chart on a pillowcase and just sleep with it.
Give him a body pillow with that on it.
Yeah, body pillow with it on. Dude, blockhead. I almost
get a body pillow and a green candle.
we were talking about that backstage about the riots and stuff going on over there, and it's just like, man, I hope everybody's all right. That's
wild.
Hey, bro. I got sent a picture of a very beautiful young lady who was not wearing any clothes, who had a big sign that said, "Let's do ayahuasca," and my friend said, "Clearly the riots aren't that bad." So.
I'm surprised you're on live stream right now. I'm surprised you didn't run down to LA.
You are. It's too far. Number one, it's too far, and I'm too old, bro. I'm not lasting with some chick on ayahuasca. Get the hell out of here. That's a young man's game. Good Lord. Oh God. All right, next subject.
I'm so sorry, Tim. Our live streams are pretty crazy. So
we're ridiculous, bro.
Yeah. We get crazy.
All I'll say is allegedly, from my understanding, ayahuasca lasts for hours and hours and hours and hours. Which is funny because if you do DMT, it only lasts 15 minutes, but it feels like hours. So what the hell does ayahuasca feel like? Is that like literally you lived a lifetime on ayahuasca?
So I'm assuming ayahuasca is a drug.
Let's ask Aaron.
Oh yeah, it's ayahuasca is. Have you ever heard of DMT?
Yes.
It's two plants. One has DMT in it, and the other has an MAO inhibitor. And so you basically eat it. And like if you eat DMT, your stomach will just break it up with the acid. But if you eat an MAO inhibitor, it will not. And now you'll process this through ingestion, which now means it lasts 12 to 14 hours. Instead of a 15-minute DMT trip, which I'm told lasts hours and hours and hours in your head. So what the fuck would ayahuasca be
like acid?
Yeah, allegedly, you might go to another dimension. I've said it on other streams. Yeah, it's like you go to a whole nother planet.
I did a little research on this when I was studying history because, like, back in the day, like the Germans, a lot of like big empires, they experimented with ayahuasca. And the theory is when you go to sleep, your brain produces DMT, and that's what causes dreams. And some people believe that in that dream state, you're able to go from dimension to dimension. I'm not saying that's necessarily true, but there's research on it. And so the theory with ayahuasca is you got one side where people are just doing it just to have fun and trip out and go to like these concerts that Blockhead hangs out at. And then you got the other side where there's the theory that if you use these drugs, you can talk to something outside this dimension. And the government and like DARPA, they have been doing experiments with this in the past. The question is whether or not they've been successful. And that's not me. That's not like a conspiracy because like you can look at the documents and see that they've been doing it. The question is whether they were able to like go to another dimension. That's the real question. So that's the speculation.
Tim, this is a good moment to tell you that we have a long history of some of our streams going into some wild rabbit holes.
Oh, that's
Today, apparently, we hit ayahuasca and DMT. So I didn't think that was coming.
Yeah. Well, hey, you're the expert, man. You're the expert on this stuff.
I've never done ayahuasca. I did do DMT in college, and I know a lot of people who've done DMT, and most of them think they talked to something that was not of this world in a whole nother dimension. Like literally almost all of them. So it's pretty wild. I'll just leave it at that. But my point was, like, if you do it, like it's like 15 minutes in real life. And the person who comes out of DMT is like, how long was it? And you're like 15 minutes. They're like, it felt like 5-6 hours. Well, ayahuasca lasts like 12 to 24 hours. What is that? That must be like you lived an entire lifetime in your head and then came out of it. We're like, what happened? And you're like, oh, you slept for a day. You're like, what?
I've heard of people going on like retreats and stuff, but never heard of concerts being filled with goers like that.
Yeah, it's not much of a social. Your eyes are closed the whole time.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Not much of that shit going on.
Yeah, I did DMT.
I had a friend once that did it and walked around like a zombie. And he was like, "Whoa, this is cool." I was like, "Why are you walking?" He's like, "I don't know, it just felt right." I was like, "Nobody walks on DMT." He was like, "I did." We all got those stories. All right, this stream has gone so far south. I don't think anything has ever possibly rivaled this. But I'm sure.
Hey, did Bitcoin hit 110 today? Why are the markets rebounding today? Yeah, why are they rebounding today, Chris?
China and USA trade deal. So basically there's getting clarity in the market. Investors do not like uncertainty. And so now that we're getting a potential trade deal, that's part of the reason why markets are rallying pretty nicely right now. So, just looking at this chart, what this chart's telling me, and sorry, I got a lot of lines going on here. So let's turn some stuff off. So
Trey's been losing his mind for the last couple minutes. He's like, all right, you guys are back to crypto. Thank God.
Finally.
I'm sorry. You knew I would have done it eventually. Sorry.
So
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, we good. So if we look at this, we got a massive cup, and then we got a handle trading at this neckline right here. So what this is telling me is that we're going to be testing 111 a little bit, and that's going to be massive resistance. If we can break past 111 and flip this into support, then probably our next target's going to be, let's see, we had to break out 1618. I would probably say our next target is going to be looking at something like right around 130K. So right now we're in this critical period of time where we're testing all-time highs. We're trying to get some sort of clarity on the market, and we could get a potential breakout. And from my understanding, the U.S. government is buying their own bonds, so there is some sort of inflation on the M2 money supply. So total rundown. I know I said a bunch of big terms and stuff like that. we're starting to see people go risk on because we're getting clarity in the markets. We're getting potential federal Fed interest rate pivot coming into the fall, and we're getting more and more people excited about crypto with the news about the USDT new Tether blockchain. I think it's called Pygmy. No, Lava. I don't know. Tether has a new blockchain, and I don't remember these names. It's like Pygmy or Phoenix or something. Starts with a P. So
it's going to be Pygmy, and PDI will be its first thing. No?
There you go. Yeah. And PDI will get some blockchain. That's what's going to happen. Tim, when we go to 42 cents, you're going to launch your own blockchain. You're going to make PDI peg to $1. That's what we're going to do.
You know,
I put that shit on me.
Somebody's going to have to make like a pump tires thing that'll allow me to make my own blockchain because, you know, that's
pump tires make your own blockchain. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pump so here's the thing that I just want to pull up about TFC.
Pump chain. That might happen.
This is one thing I love about TFC that I'm seeing on the 1 hourly that I don't see many people talking about. So if you guys have been following my live streams, you're probably going to say that is a inverse head and shoulders, baby.
That's what that looks like to me.
Yes, sir. So what this is telling me on this chart, so you're getting a retest of that neckline right here.
Okay.
So basically, once that neckline gets hit, people sell, hit, sell. So that's usually when you get most of your sell pressure, and people want to get out because you can't have breakdowns from the neckline. An inverse head and shoulders isn't a slam dunk pattern, but it typically leans to the bullish side. Now, if we break out past that neckline, we have a target, and I'll give you the next target for TFC. Our next target will be, a penny. Penny, 12 cents. So, I mean, well, not 12 cents. I'm sorry. A penny, 0.012. So, yeah, we can say a penny. Just make it easy. So,
damn, that's only a 42x away from my hair being gone.
Yeah, bro. You're bald, bro. You're gonna look like a melon. You're gonna have a melon head. So
I've been bald before, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. So I like this chart. It's good that we came up and then we had a little bit of correction. I like to see these corrections right here because what this tells me is you're getting the non-believers out. And it's actually a sign of good health. If you have a chart that literally does a hockey stick going all the way up, I would actually be concerned. I would have a heart attack. So this is extremely healthy. I love to see that. Overall price chart, I give it an A. So
I was saying earlier that giant candle, like if you look on the 3-day chart or on the daily chart, there's that really gigantic candle. That was all created by euphoria that came in the wake of somebody making a $13,000 purchase.
Okay.
So like that God candle there, the first really big candle, that was by somebody basically buying $13,000, and then people online, people in the market reacted with euphoria and created that gigantic candle. I knew that wasn't our team that was doing that. So I knew that was going to be overbought and people were going to start selling it. As soon as that pump stops, it was going to retrace a certain amount, maybe 50% back or even more. So we just kind of sat back and let people sell. And then, we recovered.
The chart is moving as it's going on screen. Now so is it at all-time high?
It depends on which chart you look at. Like if I tend to look at the 3-day chart, and right now the top of the candle, the current candle, if you're just measuring the candle tops, then yeah, we're at an all-time high. If you include the wicks, we're not at an all-time high until we get to
0.08.
Yeah, 8194. That's the height of the highest wick.
Yeah, so we're actually, I'm gonna try to get exact. I'll say 0.0082, just be conservative.
That'll work.
Yeah, we're about like 5% away from all-time highs for TFC.
I don't want to rub it in, but pretty soon TFC is going to be worth more than PulseX, Hex, and eHex combined.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's our next goal. I mean, not to throw any shade on Richard's coins, but he created a monster by letting me create a coin.
Yeah, man. I love this. I love this chart, man. This thing looks beautiful. And I mean, I got nothing but positive things to say. I don't see any areas of concern or whatnot. I will tell you, we do have to go up and hit that. What's that price target? I need to mark it. Penny. So chances are, if we go up and hit that penny, then we might do like a little flag out motion.
Sure.
Which let's say hypothetically, and not financial advice. So let's say we come up here, we might do like that little flag out position, come up, maybe retest it, and then bada bing, something like that. That's how I see it playing out.
Sure. Because what's going to happen is the price goes up. It's going to be that much more of a temptation for people that may not necessarily be on our team that hold a good sized bag that bought in early. It's like, as the price goes up, people are going to be tempted to take some kind of profit. And the question is, are they going to do it the way the team is doing it through liquidity pools, or are they just going to dump it? And, only time will tell. I can't say for sure.
Right.
But it's like when people come into fortune, that's when their character is tested.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. You find out your true friends when money's on the table. That's one thing I've learned. I've learned that the hard way. So,
I was talking with Travis today. He's one of the co-founders. We all have something to lose in the real world if we betray the plan. If we dump on everyone's head, we're all going to have some very real life consequences to face. This isn't going to be just like, oh, we just dump it and walk away like some people can. We can't do that. So not everybody that holds our coin is in that same position. But fortunately, the three biggest wallets are. So
gotcha.
We'll just see how it goes from there.
Love it. Yeah, man. Good stuff. But yeah, I like this coin. Since we got you on, I'll give you guys some price targets. I usually don't do these things, but just something just to look for outside of our micro price target on the macro.
Well, can I ask you a question? Because I haven't figured this out yet. Based on the current price and the current supply, can you tell me how much capital injection would be required to push the price to a penny? Like, how much of a buy? Like, if one person was to buy a big bag right now, how much would they have to buy to push the price to a penny?
So,
do we use Pampy?
Wait,
post-chain price simulator?
Yeah, you can use that.
That's just for cores, right?
I'm not. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just asking you because it seems like that's something you'd be able to calculate fairly easily.
I can. Just basically your rule of thumb, all it has to do is with liquidity. So you have 200K in liquidity, and a good rule of thumb is anytime you have money come in and the liquidity pool doubles, the price goes up exponential. So it's like the price squared.
Right.
As for something like this, if we were to push this up to a penny, what would it be a penny? Would that be two?
Somebody said 23K in the chat, but I don't know
somebody in the chat said 23K.
Well, let's see. So if that's 10%, so 20K would be a 10%, and then 20K would move it. Hold on, let me get exact. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just verifying the math. That's all I'm doing right now.
I mean,
just verifying.
I don't need to know. It just seems like a curiosity thing.
Hey, just relax, bro. Just relax. I'm looking at it.
He's putting math out there. He's like, "Whoa, don't check me. Don't check me. Don't check my math."
I mean, especially if some of our team members are watching right now, I'm sure they would like to know this.
Yeah, yeah. So if we're gonna go up to a penny, I would probably say anywhere between a 10K to 15K buy. I mean, 23K would definitely put it above a penny. I think
Oh, wow.
Trust High Next plan would do it, but 10 to 15K will put it there. But just keep in mind, if you want to take in consideration, that's if nobody sells. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you don't get any sell volume, that would definitely do it. So I would probably say closer to 30K because you got to take in consideration the sells. So
okay,
good point.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, because all the LP pools are gonna even out the price.
Right.
Yeah, you get the ARB and all that stuff. So but like I said, dude, if this liquidity pool goes up to 400K, then we'll do 0.0. Was it 0.0078676, and then let's just square it real quick. Okay, I think I did that wrong. Completely did that wrong. The funny part about this is
because you're not squaring. You're doubling the price, which is going to 4x you're doubling the liquidity, which is going to 4x the price. So basically, at 400K, you'd have a 1.4.
Cents. Yeah. Well, yeah. Let me think on that real quick because I'm multiplying decimals, so it's a little bit different. But yeah, man. Long story short, it doesn't take too much money to bring this up to a penny, and when it comes to a protocol like this, everyone's always concerned about top blasting because they got PTSD from the last market. So I think everybody has like paper hands like crazy. So in this market, everybody sells way too soon. So how I see this market playing out, I see prices go up crazy. Everybody sells way too soon, and they continue to go up, and then they buy in at the end, and then they get wrecked in when they start FOMOing in at the end. So
yeah. And keep in mind, Pulse is only the last time I checked it was like 4 zeros and 3. Like I said, if Pulse does an X, if it goes to 4 zeros and a 6, that's basically doubling the price.
Let's use that as a metric to see what the X multiplier is on top of that when Pulse goes to 4 zeros and a 6. Let's see where that leads the price to.
Actually,
that'll give you an indicator of future movement.
Actually, I found a better way to talk. All right, I figured it out. So remember, I was telling you about this liquidity pool.
Yes.
My bad, Block. I didn't mean to cut you off. It just came to me. So let's say the market cap is 7.8 million. If you square it, you get $60 million. So if we come over here, flip to market cap.
Yeah.
We can just go up here, and then we can just go to $60 million, and we can. So that would be a 6x. Wait, hold on. Let me do a little bit better. Yeah, we'll say 7x. We'll say a 7x. Okay. So then you take this price,
yeah,
and then multiply it by 7.
Oh wow, that's like 4 cents, almost 5 cents.
Yeah, 5 cents. So if the liquidity pool doubles, then you put this at 5 cents. So,
dude.
Yeah.
Dude. All right. If we hit 42 cents, I'm buying some golden clippers. I'm gonna shave with some golden clippers.
Sorry, guys. That took me a minute. I decided to square decimal.
It was worth, dude. It was worth every minute of it, man. Dude.
Look, it'll be $1 at a $1 billion market cap, right?
Oh, dude. Yeah, because the coin supply is 1 billion. So at $1, that's $1 billion.
Imagine if you had a protocol that started burning the token. Oh man, that'd be sick.
Hey, there you go. There's your next project, Block.
Oh,
TFC
man.
burner. TFCB.
Figure it out.
Yeah. So
TFCB.
Hey, just real quick, just want to do one more TA chart. I know everyone's excited about King, and I had a couple of requests to talk about King, so I'll just
go for it.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Yeah, King has been smashing it.
I got one for you after that.
Yeah, I'll do King, Adamantium, and then whatever Mo has, and we'll call it good in the hood. But
Hey guys, I'm gonna bounce out. I got
right.
a 6 o'clock flight in the morning. So
I'm sorry, I lied to you.
that's right.
We're at an hour and 10.
Yeah,
Sound
man.
good.
So
ADMT
good.
sidetrack probably.
All solid. Chris, thanks a lot for what you and Goo did. I appreciate it. You know what I'm talking about. And
Yes, sir.
Blockhead, Mo, Tim, keep up the kick-ass work, brother.
Hey,
You got it.
TEDx. Before you leave, man, let me DM me your favorite Bitcoin ordinals that you like when you get a chance. So you don't have to do it right now, but just like a couple days or whenever you get a chance.
All right, I'll have a little stale time in Kansas City, so I'll fire you something.
I appreciate it, brother. All right, have a good one, man.
Later. Take care, guys.
All right. So long story short, just like we saw on the TFC chart, we're seeing on the King chart. This is a inverse head and shoulders. I called this out on X. Actually, I thought this thing was actually going to go out a little bit longer, but you guys front ran me, which is awesome. So I'm cool with that. And we got a beautiful breakout from that neckline. So neckline's going to be about right here. So we broke out from that inverse head and shoulders. We actually hit our target on the T. So 6 zeros and a 4-2. And let me draw the neckline just so you guys can see it. I've been doing this for so long. I can already see the lines in my head. I just never put them. But long story short, you break out of this inverse head and shoulders. We hit that breakout price. Now we're coming back down, and typically we get a retest of the all-time high. I want to make this crystal clear. With something like King absolutely pumps. If we get a retest of the all-time high, that will be your opportunity to get in if you missed out on this and you want to get it on a discount, because I don't see it going below all-time highs. 5% of supply has been burnt. Reflections are paying out great, and people are auto-compounding. So right now, chart looks beautiful. We're in an awesome breakout. We're sitting at about $338,000. And also, we've been adding to the liquidity pool versus TFC and all these other projects. So the volume's going through this token. And just based off of that, everything looks pretty good. So yeah, man, that's what I'm seeing for King right now. And I think our main target right now is going to be $1 million market cap. And so that will probably be like a 200x from when we first shielded it. So.
Whoa. Let's do that. That's when you say $1 million. $1 million.
$1 million. Yeah. Cool. Here, I'm going to do a little speed run. And then let me go over to Adamantium. Check it out.
It's on a little down, Dave, but hey, we're all right. Let it cook. Flush them
Absolutely.
Out.
Okay.
Flush them out.
Early days.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, man. I mean, this had a beautiful explosion. We had so on the MACD, when you get the 12 and the 26 cross right here, that's a bearish divergence, and it's starting to come down. So what I usually like to see with these charts is when I see this little blue line start to curl up, like we saw over here, and then start approaching the orange line, that's going to be your big buy signal. The question is, where will that occur? We have a magnet at 3 zeros and a 5. And then I do see a small magnet here at 3 zeros and a 3-3. So I'm going to put this right here and say this is your box of opportunity. I do not see this going below. Here, I'm just going to put it. I'm going to put it over here. Sorry, I don't know why that's so big, but whatever. So right here is going to be your box. I do not see it going below 3 zeros and a 3-3. I do not see that happening. So when that comes in, that's going to be a very awesome level to scoop it up. It's sitting at about 47K. So $500-$600 buy can give you 1% bag and paying out wrapped ETH and reflection. So love this token. I'm a firm believer. I believe in my boy Block, and I think he's going to do his thing, man. So that's it.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, like I said, we'll be reviewing this chart, and I will give you guys the bottom signal, and I guarantee it's going to be within this little box. So continue to watch these live streams in the future. So,
all right, let's rock and roll.
All right, Bill, you had a chart?
Yeah. Why don't you bring up Yee?
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about Yee, baby. I love Yee, man. I love this dinosaur. Shout out to Land Before Time for preparing me for this moment.
Somebody actually created a liquidity pool between Yi and TFC.
On Pulse Chain, the PRC20 copy.
Did somebody bridge it over, or somebody just make it?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the pair. It's just something I saw on the list.
Yeah, I can tell you right now. So this actually launched before the fork. So there is a PRC20 Yi, and I saw a lot of guys. Yeah, here it is, right here. TFC and Yi. Yeah, so this is actually the PRC20 token copy, and it was actually created on May 26, 2025. So
okay.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people like the PRC20 copy. Let's see what it's doing. Yeah, it's not doing so hot. Yeah, it's at 13K market cap, but that's pretty cool. Hey, man, you never know, man. You might get a PRC20 Yi community, and you guys got my full support. So,
but if Yi goes to a Billy, I'll bet you're going to have a PRC Yi community.
Oh God. Yeah. You know what? It's funny. They're all going to get us to try to be like the leaders of that. I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen. All right. So.
All right. Before you start, shout out to you, because on the stream we did with Yi, it was quite a bit below this market cap, and you sort of gave a couple different directions it may go, and lo and behold,
that is a nice rounded bottom.
Hey, took the words right out of my mouth, Block. Absolutely.
Nice.
So when you see, and shout out to the Mo, because that live stream is awesome, and I don't know how you connect with all these people, man. You're so good at that shit, dude. That's crazy. So I love it, man. Like everybody knows the Mo. I love it. Teamwork.
I don't know how they don't see me coming in the DMs and go, "What? No, I've seen your shit. I'm not coming on your show." I think they just don't make it to the point where I derail with the DMT part, and then they come on the stream and they're like, "Ah."
Yeah, man. I
appreciate you. Shout out to you for the call.
Yes, sir. So looking at this is a rounded bottom. And when you see this beautiful rounded bottom, that's usually when whales start to come in. But when whales clip in, they don't put like $1 million on the table. They do something like 2K every couple hours, 2K every other day. That's how whales think, because they know if they send the chart like this, you guys are going to dump on them. So they do these beautiful rounded bottoms, so it conceives, so it hides that their initial buy. So what this shows me is rounded bottom, and then on the MACD we have the 12 going above the 26. So that means that we had a bullish divergence here, and the RSI is bouncing. So what this tells me is this is the bottom. We're coming up here. We're going to test this local high right here. And depending on if we can flip this from resistance to support, he's ready to go. So on the micro, looks phenomenal. Daily looks even better. What I'm seeing on these charts right now is we are getting close to a bullish divergence on the daily. And we got a MACD cross coming, baby. So like I'm showing you guys right now. I'm telling you, when these two lines touch, it's going to get stupid for Yi. It's going to get really crazy, man. And man, I'm getting excited just thinking about it. And then let's take a look at the weekly, and we get up the MACD. So if you guys were on that live stream as well, we talked about this. Doji. So we got a bearish candle followed by a bearish engulfing candle followed by a doji. And then for this week, so this is the make it or break it point. So I want all you guys to listen to me. If we get above 0.006589 on the weekly, this will be a Morningstar trading pattern, and Yi's going to explode. If we hit that Morningstar trading pattern, that is the strongest 3-candle pattern in TA. Morningstar, bearish candle, doji at the bottom, bullish engulfing candle that exceeds half of that bearish engulfing candle. Morningstar ready to rock and roll. So this is the make it or break it point. 0.006589 close on the weekly. Yi's going to go, and you heard it here first. So overall, chart looks good, and great place to accumulate.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. One God, one love 24/7 says he's going to 10 billion minimum. So stop fighting us with the 1 billy.
Yeah, you know it's funny, Tim. The little context on that. I've been talking shit to the Pepe community. I say you's gonna flip your shit. So
proof of E. Are we stepping into proof of E?
Yes, sir. Proof of ye, baby. So, like most building relationships, I'm destroying them. So it is what it
is. Building bridges and burning them.
All in one fell swoop. Let's fucking go. We make our bull run and we end it all at the same time, apparently.
Yes, sir. So yeah, man. So that's all I got for TA for the day, guys. And look, you know, if you got any charts or whatnot, we'll probably do something on Thursday or Friday where we can just go through charts. I know you guys love TA and
dude, I'm definitely going to come back on Thursday if you're going to be here, because I just really appreciate you analyzing my chart, because it's just I know what's going on behind the scenes. So like I said earlier, I got a list of potential onboards that are interested that I haven't even spoken to yet. So it's not like I'm just sitting back waiting for other people to make my coin valuable.
Yeah, man. And hey, here's the deal, man. As TFC continues to grow, dude, we're probably going to shield that thing hardcore. And I love bringing that chart up, man. You're always more than welcome. Come on, talk TA and all that good stuff. So, yeah, man. And like I said, man, I'm excited for you, dude. Like, what you did with TFC is crazy. My boy Brandon Davis, like, really close with him. He has only positive things to say about you, and his opinion matters so much to me. And because he has such positive things to say about you, I definitely do support you.
Brandon, the guy who created Texan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know Brandon. I haven't seen him for like 2 years, but yeah, I know Brandon.
Yeah.
We're all back in the same circle now. Look at that.
Oh, actually, before I forget, I keep forgetting to do this. I'm sorry, Mo. Yeah, guys, if you want the best rate when it comes to swapping in and out on tokens and all that good stuff, check out the Switch. The Switch will give you the best deal in the market. It's on Ethereum, it's on Base, and it's going to be expanding to other blockchains. This is the place you need to go to do transactions. You go on Uniswap, they charge you an extra fee to go through them. The Switch gives you the best deal. Fuck Uniswap. Start switching and stop swapping.
Start switching.
Yes, sir.
Switch.win.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to shill it. So yeah, that was the last thing. So
you're fine.
And that was also founded by Brandon. So
yeah, nice.
Chris, you don't get to apologize on my streams with how much I interrupt. You know that, so don't you? Because then I gotta start apologizing. I don't want to do that. All right, perfect time to wrap up. We're at 1 hour and 22. Tim, thank you for being on here. Apologize for maybe derailing this one just a little bit more than usual. I'm known for it, but
dude, we're here to have fun, man.
All right, man. Every time. Hey, it's something always different. Next Thursday, we're gonna do a PTGC stream with the panel, I should say, and then afterwards, if we have some time, we're gonna do some more TA with this guy. But if we don't, he does streams every week himself, and I would look out for his next stream with Build a Bull on Base, because those are some awesome streams, and he does some awesome TA on that. So, like I always say, don't just follow. You got to turn those notifications on. Get in those streams when they happen. Alpha fades fast in this ecosystem, in this world. The bull run runs fast. The difference between getting that alpha today versus tomorrow when the algorithm hits you later, hey, that could be a couple of X's you just left on the table. So set your notifications, and we'll see you again on Thursday. If you got any requests, let us know. But thank you all for being here. And I'm starting to talk like we all just did the last words. We did not do the last words, so I apologize. Lord, what the hell am I doing? Block, give me some last words.
Hey, man, buckle up. Buckle up. It's going to be a fun summer. Kill the Bears. They deserve no space. They deserve no breaths. The warlords are taking over, and, it's exciting times ahead. So let's rock and roll.
All right. Yeah, everybody, be well. Have a good night. Rest up. Tomorrow is just going to be another great day. We are moving forward in this system. We're not here to take part. We're here to take over.
Ooh,
Yes.
Love it.
Nice.
Awesome.
Love it.
Good stuff, guys.
All right.
Awesome, guys. Well, hey, great live stream. Talked a lot of great stuff, man. You guys, please follow my boy Tim. He's killing it with TFC. I love this project. It's doing awesome numbers. I'm excited to see how it performs in altcoin season. And also, I want to give a special shout out to our boy Blockhead. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this dude's been putting in the work. He's live streaming with Access Alive. He went on to was it RH Max, man. This guy has been putting in the time, effort to grow his following. So guys, please follow him. He's the new guy on the block. He's having a huge come up, and I'm excited to see him win. And also, you guys, you got to check out my boy, the Mo, nicest dude ever. Connects people really well, does these live streams, and it's the heart and soul of the HOW DJing community. So like I said, Mo is the heart and soul of all this stuff. And last but not least, if you guys like TA, you like meme coins, you like altcoins, and you're slightly retarded, follow me at the verse 369. Till then, see you guys next one.
See you guys.
See ya.
Perfect.
I'm blue,